Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today we're going to be jumping into a viewer VOD review. We're going to be watching TLB. He is one of our channel members, so big shout outs to him for adding me and allowing me to do this. He's going to be a veteran Eldegoss, and he let me know he's playing kind of like a less than optimal build, but that he's been having fun with it. So let's see what he said. I need to remember what it is. He said, I'm running Focus, Special Attack Specs, and Score Shield Eldegoss. So I'm assuming he's going to be looking to just, you know, raise that SP value and do all the things. So this is a veteran game, at least from his perspective, and we're going to be watching what he's doing. So we don't have an EXP share or anything like that, but he is going to have those SP attack specs. So he brings a little bit of damage to the table, and then maybe some increased healing, assuming he's going to go like Pollen Puff or increased shielding or anything like that. So we'll see. Right out of the gate, you know, I just have to talk about the full game in general. His Squirtle is not helping with the neutral farm, but he's not being overly contested. That said, I think he got that. Yeah, I think he did. Maybe, I'm not sure. Regardless, he's going for the first score. So this is one of 6 scores, which you can't go wrong getting some extra score in. That's going to raise his SP value, and now he's just fighting with his teammate. We'll see how they choose to approach this here. Looking for the aggressive plays. I appreciate that. They have a tri-lane bottom, so, you know, if you can steal this Audino or this APOM, that'd be good for, you know, denying farm and just in general raising that SP attack specs. He's taking a bit of damage though, so he's going to back up. We'll see really quickly. So you see that they're going to go ahead and get that. But with 850 on the clock, he needs to evolve, but he's got the bees coming up, so he'll focus the bees. If him and his Squirrel can play aggressively, they should be able to kind of like, you know, beat out this lane, but because it looks like bottom's going to be struggling a little bit. He does have some points here, so he's going to go for a second score, so we'll see that second score, and luckily we have the ability to see the scoreboard, which is nice. So 2 scores in now, the SP attack specs are stacking up. Hopefully, my biggest fear now at this point will be the bottom lane. So that's 34 out of 80. That's kind of rough. This could be a situation where TLB could look at the map and say, you know what, we're not really getting a ton of work done here. Bot lane's kind of struggling. Maybe I should rotate down. So definitely something to think of in terms of decision making for what's going to best enable us to keep our lane alive and to do you know, what we need to do. A little bit of a mistime steal there, but he does have 5 points, so this should be the 3rd score here. So 3 scores in on those specs. And let's see. Forget I can do this. So we don't have Pollen Puff, but he's got some more damage in the build. So interesting. He's going to be doing a little bit more damage. I forget if Cotton Guard scales with SP. I think it does. Because if Cotton Guard scales with SP, he might be going that direction, or he might just be doing like a more damage focused build. Which with Eldegoss, listen, you guys know I love damage. So yeah, both Cotton Guard and Cotton Spore scale, so you can't go wrong with either direction he wants to go in. He's doing it like a more tanky but slightly damaged version with SP specs. So, and Eldegoss has pretty decent scaling. So again, I can't knock it. I think he's at three turn-ins right now. Bottom is lost though. That's big unfortunate to lose that bottom tower there, the bottom goal. They're getting these bees though, so, and we'll see. Hasn't gotten his next ability yet. They're currently down by about 37 points. And we'll see how this plays out, because we do have a Dreadnought coming up in 2. So at least they've got the numbers advantage here. As long as they can fight here and do well, this could be a big thing. Big heal, nice. The Dreadnought is up, has been up for about 8 seconds, and we'll see them pushing for this. So how do they take this fight? His positioning's solid. He's got the bigger shield, which is going to be a nice heal that comes from it. The Crustal doing Crustal things. And if they can get this, that'd be nice. It would for sure be nice. Okay, so cool. They get the Dreadnought. This is not so bad. If they can dive this and get some meaningful score here, like they've got a 26, a 20, can they get all of that? Yeah, they can get all of that. Nice. I don't think they did get all of it. They missed 4, but it's whatever. Let's see how top lane's doing. So top lane's been struggling. That's okay, though. They traded out bottom turrets. They're still behind. You can see that clearly. But we'll see what TLB decides to do here. At this point, they need to be backing up and farming. TLB being the support player, you know, he's not necessarily going to go off on his own and farm, so he's just kind of hanging out. We have bees coming up in 10 seconds. So let's see what he does. Going to farm. I respect this. I think, again, he's only at 3 scores. Maybe. I don't think he had, you know, he didn't have any points, so he's only at 3 scores. But he's still got a few more scores left on the SP attack specs. At this point, you can't really focus that too much, but he's farming. This is good. Let's see kind of what the rest of the team is doing. They're doing fine. Everybody's just kind of sitting on our side, being patient and farming. I do think that you should go ahead and kill these. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're not sticking with this, should definitely just go ahead and try to kill these. It sucks that you don't have like a faster way to do it, but hey man, you're at the mercy of just needing to farm and having teammates around. So he's calling that he's gonna go top lane, probably a good thing considering top lane is getting really shoved out. See if you can get up there and find some kind of help for this player here. Gotta get in range for that shield. Nice, very well done. Solar Beam Venusaur. Very good, very good. Okay, cool. Y'all hold this down. You get some help in, like, solid. All right, now we have a Dreadnought coming up. You don't have... Do you have ult yet? No, we don't have ult yet. No ult yet, but you need, like, one kill. I respect this turn-in. I respect this turn-in. So now we're 4 stacks on the SP attack specs. And if you can get away from this, you can head to bottom. You can get out of here, and we'll see how this plays out for you. Let's look down at the Cinderace, just kind of get a gauge on health. So you see they're going to base for some health really quickly. So you're down here a little early. I mean, relative to your teammates, that is. Like, you're here on time. Make sure you're using your Cotton Guard, because you could be healing yourself up. You want to make sure that you have that kind of like off cooldown if you can use it. Let's get that health a little bit higher, but doing all right. Teammates or enemy team gets the Rotom, no big deal. Y'all are gonna get this Dreadnought, which is nice, and hopefully y'all can get some farm and maybe slow down that top lane. We'll see the Greninja going up there. So what I'd like to see you do here personally is kill this Talonflame, maybe get these bees and base and go help that top lane, because chasing out this kill is fine, but like, is there any value earned here? Top lane could really potentially use some help. See, I think that this decision making is just a little bit short-sighted, because you're not really getting anything out of it, right? And they're getting a lot of turn-in where that otherwise could have been stopped. So, you know, maybe something to think about when you're kind of hanging out in the bot lane. There's really not a whole lot going on, because score-wise, y'all are getting crushed. We've been just really allowing them to score like crazy. So you're on 5 stacks now. You only have 1 more stack to go. Can you get that 39 in? No, dude. Your teammates have to help that and prioritize those scores. We need that extra 39 points, you know? Y'all are down over 100 points right now. So at this point, with 3.5 minutes left, this is a zap game. So we'll see if y'all can get the zap in. You're coming in behind the Talon, so it's fine. Let's try to get together with your teammates. Nice. This could be definitely a nice kill there for sure. All right, so now we're grouping. Like, I feel like one thing that I've seen this game is that you and your teammates just haven't been grouping enough. You've been doing fine. You've been going to the objectives you need to go to. I think the biggest criticism that I have so far is just like making sure that you're helping out when you there's no value to get. Like, even this push right here, like, it's fine. Cool. You get your 6 stacks, so I can't complain here. But for you and your team, like, this push just makes no sense whatsoever. You're undeniably dead, I think. I'd be very interested to see if you live this. Cinder's dead. Like, there's just no reason to be pushing up here. There's nothing you're going to get out of it. We're blowing ults before a Dreadnought fight. We're blowing ults before pretty much anything. Like, we got like 0 to no value out of any of this, and we're just using ultimates and stuff. So try to avoid, like, a lot of these, like, situations where, you know, you really can't do much with it, you know? But it is what it is. You're alive again. You're just here to help best you can. Getting kind of bullied by the Lucario. And there is a window. There's a Dreadnought window here. I don't feel like y'all are going to get it because your Cinderace is on the top side of the map. So most likely you won't be able to get anything there. So, but we'll see. This is a zap game, like I said, for sure. We got 2 seconds left on the zap. Y'all need to be grouped. Your positioning here is fine. You need to stay conservative here, because in this moment, you know that you don't have a lot of teammates. You can't afford to die. And that's fine. I think your positioning here is perfect. Your teammates are pinching in. Y'all are starting to do what you need to do. You do still have an ultimate, a Unite move. And let's see what you can do here. I'd like to maybe see you use the Unite move a little bit earlier, just to guarantee that you throw out... Well, you don't have a Bloody Barrier, so never mind. I was going to say, just to guarantee that you're throwing out some value, but you get a nice heal. That's a great heal on the Zeraora. That's going to be the Greninja taken down. Y'all are actually winning this fight really, really hard. Really solid. Y'all get the zap. You're gonna go on to win now. Make sure you grab some points. Look at these points. Don't overstate you know, the importance of maybe picking up some of those points. I don't think it matters too much because y'all are gonna get like 400 points turned in. But yeah, definitely consider making sure that if you do see some of those points on the ground, you can get them. But ultimately, I'd say you played a really good game. There's been a couple of like little decision-making things that I think you could have done a little bit better in terms of just like when you could have gone down to bot lane, like really early on. I think that would have been a lot more helpful than staying top. Having left bottom lane from that fight to go to the top lane to try to slow down some of that push. That pre 2 minutes scoring is really, really important to slow down as much as possible. So I think if you can kind of emphasize that a little bit more more, put yourself in a position where you're actually able to help a little bit more, then you're going to do really, really well. But positioning for objectives, like getting to objectives, even getting your 6 scores in, like you played this well. I definitely don't recommend this build per se, but I get it, you know, it's one you want to run, do a little bit extra damage, pretty solid. Right now you're just holding goals, and this is, you know, all but confirmed to win just until the timer runs out. So pretty solid performance, I'd say. Yeah, you clean up those like couple things, just a little bit of the decision making. Like I'm for sure you'll be on your way to masters. So just keep it up and keep it up. So friends, as always, thank you so much for checking out this video. Again, big shout outs to TLB for being a channel member and someone that was you know, reliable when I messaged in the Discord looking for someone. So big shout outs to him. Definitely let me know what you think in the comment section down below for this type of content. If you have any other criticisms for TLB, this is all about the learning experience. So let him know what you're thinking, and you guys know the deal. Be sure to be kind to one another. Tell someone that you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.